Hey Corey, you ready, man? This ain't no joke. You gotta get that back bigger, baby. Yeah, buddy. Gotta get deep. Come on. Woo!
Intense training requires intense energy. You've heard it, you screamed it, and now you can take it. Yeah, buddy, from Ronnie Coleman.
Did for shoulders. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now is do my off-season workout, even though I'm getting ready for a contest. So I'm lifting I'm doing my heavy lift that I normally do in off-season. So this is really off-season training being done for a pre-contest. The contest for Mr. Olympia is 5.5 weeks out. But you know, I'm just as strong now as I was when I was 315 for off season this year, and I'm doing the same weight at 315. Right now I'm 285, so I'm doing the same weight that I was doing at 315 at 285. But yesterday I started out with shoulders. I did the seated shoulder press. Started out with my light warm up as I always do. I warm up with all the exercises. Start out with 135 for 15. Then I go to 225 for 12. Then I do 275 for 12. And this is all season training. I went up to 315. That's normally about as high as I go. I did 315 also for 12. And immediately following that, I go over to what I call my dumbbell laterals. But the only thing about my dumbbell laterals, since I only do shoulders once a week, I always incorporate like a giant set. Because it really helps to build my shoulders up real good. So I start out, what I mean by giant set, I do 4 sets back to back. And I start out with 30, and I do 25 reps. Then I go to 40 for 15 reps. Then I go to 50 for 10 reps. Then I go to 60 for 8 reps. And I follow that up real quickly with another set. But I start off just a little bit heavier, like 10 pounds heavier on the next set. I do the same thing, except I start out with 40 for 25, then 50 for 15. And then I did 60 for 10 and 70 for 8. After that, you know, those are my 2 main shoulders. But I do also do one more shoulder exercise to go with that, make it 3. I only do like 2 since I'm doing a giant set. I only do like 2 sets back to back, even though they're giant sets. My next one, I go in the it's like a shoulder raise, but I use a bar small bar, and I did I think that was 90 pounds, 90 pounds. Yeah, it was 90 pounds for 10 to 12 reps. And I did like 3 sets, you know, with that, and I just go, you know, back to back with that. Probably take about 2-3 minutes rest in between that. Go over to some rear delts. I started out on the cable crossover machine, but I converted to a rear delt because we got 2 different sets of handles. So I put in a rear delt handle, and I know I'm gonna start out with like 200 pounds here and do for 15 reps, and then I go up to I do 4 sets here. I do another set, probably like 220 for 15 reps. Then I go up to my heaviest set, which the most of the machine I think will hold, which is like I think it's 250 for like 12 reps, and I do 2 sets at that. So it's all together 4 sets. Follow that up immediately with some shrugs, working my traps next. So I did dumbbell, 200-pound dumbbell for like, I was doing basically just as many reps as I could. Sometimes I get 14, sometimes I get 12, sometimes I get 13. I basically just did like 4 sets of that. And that was just one exercise, and that was just basically it. Because after all the stuff I had done, plus me being rushed for work, I really didn't have a whole lot of time to spend on that. Sometimes I do just one exercise, sometimes I may do 2. Sometimes I may follow that up with upright rows or something like that for like 3 exercises, 135 pounds, doing 10 to 12 reps. But yesterday I just did one exercise. And that pretty much completes my workout for shoulders. And I always do that on Wednesday. That's the only thing that I do for that one day. Wednesday is always shoulder. Everything else alternates. That was rough. Now it's time to go to work. Real work. Yeah, buddy. Let's do this. it.